Hello everybody. Oh. An error occurred. Let's try that again then. There we go. Now it's up and running. Hello everybody, it's Logan, back again with another video, another live stream to be more precise. Now I know it's a terrible time, but weekday nights are one of the only times where I don't have so much background noise. There's still some, but it's a lot less than usual and you can actually hear me. So in case you did not read either the thumbnail or the screen at the moment, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed, including people with anxiety, depression, and anything else that may be a subclass of that. However, I have major anxiety and I'm still going to play the game because apparently it's a really good game. So individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit that link. I don't know. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Well, probably should have age restricted this. Oh, footrest. Okay, I am 15, so I am over 13 years of age, so that's good, and so I agree. Oh, it's got nice little sound effects. Hold on. And now you guys can hear it too. Yay! So here we are with Doki Doki Literature Club, which I've seen many people play, but I've always figured that, you know, they aren't playing it the way I would play it. So I decided, hey, I'm going to play it. I'm going to turn it down a bit though, because it's... Whew! Okay. So, I'm going to try and play this game. We're going to see how I go. Let's see how this goes. And for the record, I have not seen anyone fully play this game, but I know the general basis of it, which is that it's basically a dating simulator with anime characters in a literature club. Now, here in Australia, why do I have two jackets on my chair? Okay. Here in Australia, we don't have clubs in schools, but I think in America, a literature club is like reading, so, and writing and literature stuff, because we have literature classes, but we don't have clubs, so I'm just assuming it's like a literature class with students as the teacher. I don't know, I'm not American. Anyway, so we're gonna do new game. Please enter your name. Logan. Okay. So see how this goes. Ooh. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. I don't have friends like that. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Yeah, that sounds about right. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Logan. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Couple of what?
Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have any need to be mean, even if you want to.
Whatever, bitch.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Logan, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Which is kind of mean, but I'm not a great multitasker. Seron likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. You know, anime. That's good stuff.
I can aim.
I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college.
That sounds like my cousin.
Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world.
Neat.
You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Because that's how school works.
That's how school works.
After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. There's none there. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Because, well, I am into anime. So, you know, I'll go talk to them about what's the good animes these days. My Hero Academia. I know things.
Hello?
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. Because no one stays back after school, they bolt. Like a marathon gun was just shot. Like, you gotta start sprinting. Because that's school.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
That's not a good thing.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
What do I know?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori.
Yeah?
There is no way I'm going to your club. It's probably full of, like, tea parties and ribbons and cupcakes.
That slaps me on the knee.
Meanie!
Sayori is vice president of the literature club.
The literature club.
I do not condone smoking.
You're playing this.
Oh wait, this doesn't have smoking in it.
Go worse.
Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. That does seem like something this peppy child would do. She's a small child, and I've decided that I'm gonna take care of her. She seems very small and very weak. I'll protect her. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. I don't think she's in charge of anything, but she likes the title. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. I used to read heaps of books, but now I'm procrastinating on reading a particular book, and I have been for the past year or so. Just over a year now, year and a half. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. They'll get me.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member.
Can you please put the knife away? Oh.
Oh,
And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
I told you to be full of cupcakes!
that's right. No, I told you that.
It's full of cupcakes!
I told you that.
It'll be full of tea parties and cupcakes and
You
girls
said ribbons.
and ribbons.
Ribbon.
Yeah, ribbon. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. She's gonna guilt trip me, I just know it. Off you go, this isn't your video.
Mean.
Hey! You've already done a video on this game, go away!
It was only 50 minutes.
And
I'm hilarious.
I let out a long sigh. Go away, this is my video now. Go away! Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? I don't like icing, but I'll eat the cupcake.
Yes! Let's go!
You gave Sayori that voice.
Shut up.
It's better than my voice.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Cupcakes are good, okay? I like cupcakes. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs. A section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. I don't know what a third year is. Is it like the third year that you're in? What year would that be in Australia? It's so weird.
Be grade.
Sayori, full of
It'd be
energy,
grade 9.
swings open the classroom door.
It would be grade 9.
Shush.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. Huh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you.
Ow.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Way to completely change the voices everyone ever gave Natsuki.
Natsuki!
Natsuki.
Natsuki! Shush your mouth, I know anime.
Nitsuki.
Ah, Logan, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. Look at these 3 lovely girls inviting me to their club. I told you this club would be full of girls, cupcakes, ribbons, and tea parties.
Fuck.
What's
No.
your language?
No! I'm about to
This
fall
club
asleep.
is full of incredibly cute girls. No, it's not.
No,
What are you looking at?
No,
If you want to say something,
need your
say it.
body parts.
Sorry.
That's not-
Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize.
Natsuki!
Shut your mouth. A small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
She's actually a third year.
Or, you know, she's Honey Senpai.
She's a third year.
Forgot what they're called. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. I like someone who can bake, especially cupcakes. And sweet things. I'm a sucker for sweet
What
things.
the hell is the part?
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. So it was more like,
You can ignore her when she gets moody. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
dark hair, oversized chest, interesting posture. Yeah, she definitely seems like the smart, especially with the straight hair.
What? How did you describe Yuri?
Dark hair, oversized chest, weird posture, straight hair.
Posture? What the hell
Yeah.
is wrong with her posture?
She has like her chest puffed out and her ass out.
What?
Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet
Suki.
both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Logan. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class. Last year? Probably. Term 2. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. At least to the other guys. Also, what is that Hold on.
What?
Is that even...
What?
that posture.
I'm an emu.
I'm an emu.
Someone you just bit down. You should just draw that. It's like
I'm an
emu. It's like
I'm an ostrich. I'm an emu. No one can pull off that posture and stand up at the same time. Basically, completely out of my league.
that's what you think.
That's what you think.
That's what you think.
No, for some reason everyone is out of my league. So, good to know. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica!
What?
Come sit down, Logan. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
No, stay out of the bloody wall.
Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Their voices are too similar for me to do differently. I'm so done.
Then how about I make some tea as well?
I told you! Tea parties!
Yeah! Making that Suki's voice really deep. That's what everyone does.
I like manga!
I like mine, mate. I'm not cute, Mom. I'm not cute, Dad.
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table.
That's a talus.
As Sayori mentioned, it's being widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Honestly, I told ya! Tea parties!
Yeah, tea parties.
Also, Natsuki has ribbons in her hair, so ribbons too. See, I was right. I can see the future. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. That is not a me thing to do. Why? Actually, yes it is. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Alright, she actually has food that day.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Ow. Alright, now Suki actually has to eat that day.
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen. That's 12. White, fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats! I'm gonna eat all your cupcakes!
Wait. So that's the day that Natsuki actually has food. Right, got it.
Stop. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate we used to make ears. I agree with Sayori's statement. So cute! Since no adults are here, I can scream as loud as I want. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know, just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious!
Wait, Natsuki didn't actually grab one.
Sarah already talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. So it's more like, what? I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite.
Just nom the whole fucker down in one bite. Alright, you're
Gotta
recording.
get the broad angle, guys.
Just eat the whole thing in one bite.
Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Why do I feel like she's looking for my approval on her cupcakes? Is my opinion that important to her?
She needs someone's approval.
What do you mean, someone's approval?
Anyone. She really doesn't care anymore. I'm giving too much away.
Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Let me just...
I mean, she definitely didn't poison it, but like...
I finally bite down on the perfect angle. Just...
Eat the whole thing in one bite!
So good, Natsuki. Oh my god, I finally taste the sour that came from your attitude. I'm sorry! It actually is really good. It tastes delicious. I don't like icing, but this icing is good because it's mostly sugar. Sugar and lemon juice! Anyway, I'm sorry for screaming.
Scream as much as you want. That's what I did during my...
You were out in my studio.
What?
The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Now, I'd be surprised if she didn't, because anyone worth their cupcake makes their own icing.
Do it.
No, because you can, like, buy icing.
Okay, but like, why? Where would she have gotten the money?
Would you like me to throw something at you? Shush your mouth.
Like, it's not like her father would give it to her.
Can you shut up? Let me play.
It's spoiling too much, aren't I? I just got kicked!
This is really good. Like, normally I don't like icing. I like this icing. I'll just... This is good icing. Thank you, Natsuki.
Look, why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Let me just... Probably have.
made them for you or anything.
Eh? I thought you technically did. Sarah already said,
Well, maybe! But not for, you know, you, dummy.
alright.
What's with that what's with that girly voice? That cutesy voice.
No, she's a girl.
She's not cute.
She actually looks kind of pretty from that angle. That was... I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the
It's
conversation.
perfect logic.
Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us. Before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom. Don't give me that look. This is not the most logical thing in the world.
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
Bold of you to assume I enjoy good books. I guess.
It's not really my cup of tea, but...
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
What voice? Sorry, what?
That's Monica's voice.
That's completely different than mine. So, you want to hear more about everything about the class? Where?
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away. She totally looks like she's looking away.
I meant that, you know.
Her eyes disappeared.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. True, I do enjoy tea. I'm gonna go make some tea.
You're streaming.
Yeah, I don't care on stream. I want tea. Tea's good. Well, if I make tea, you don't have to make tea. You don't make tea, so I'll make myself tea.
Fair enough, that's good logic.
Yeah, that's logic.
You did make sure that your microphone was turned on, right?
What?
You did make sure that your microphone was turned on, right?
Yeah, I did.
Are you sure about
Because
that?
unlike you, I'm not a fool.
I will backhand you.
Really?
What? What?
The mic was off. Hold on a second, I gotta check something. I gotta check something.
Get wrecked! Get fucking wrecked!
Hold on, because it's actually picking up an audio, so it might have picked up the audio.
Get fucking wrecked!
Mind your language.
No!
Why did you attack me about this?
Cause you literally told me like, I'm not a fool. And you were a fool. Wait, that means pick up on all my fucking swearing. Sorry to anyone watching the stream. Swear words ahead.
Everywhere. Road work ahead? Yeah, sure hope it does.
What? In a world where flying never existed. And someone who's from the world of mind games has shown up. Road work ahead. Yeah, sure hope it does. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Ah!
What?
What the hell is that? Is that a reference site? It's a vine. The fuck's a vine? It's alright. I mean, it's well, that's really not.
I love how my mic still picked up an audio.
It's
You rolled it off.
like this. What is it? Rip headphone users. Rip headphone users. Rip headphone users. How good is your thingamajig?
What thingamajig?
Your microphone.
My microphone's pretty good, why do you ask?
Like, how much of this is it picking up on?
I don't know.
Oh, wait, you do with the camera?
Yeah, I do.
So people noticed when I was holding it up like that. When I was
Yeah.
being the gentleman spy.
Okay, so
Mentorism.
speaking of tea, I've now made myself a cup of tea. We've gotten all that yelling out of the way. Therapeutic, I must say. Sorry for all the loud noises.
Look at that Dumbledore.
Yes, I enjoy tea.
Look at that Dumbledore.
I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Well, it'd be a disappointment if I didn't like tea. I'm not British, but tea's a good thing. Monica raises an eyebrow. Then smiles at me.
Get away from that pig.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
In my gut.
I was afraid of this question. What was I supposed to say? Sayori forced me here for cupcakes! Because that's the truth.
A piece of ham.
Actually, no, the truth is, I'm playing a video game and it's programming to not let me do anything else besides go to this club. Something tells me that I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. You want it to be fun and exciting for everyone? Stop reading books! I'm kidding. How come you decided to start your own club? You could have been in the, newspaper club or something. The magazine club. Where they make their own magazines and stuff, so.
Buddhist.
You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. More like bored, because major clubs are too big and noisy and you sit there doing nothing all day. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, that's just debatable, really.
Yeah, and the mic's picking up on all your terrible puns. Normally I'm the one making. She's doing the pose again! She's doing the emu! It's all good, guys. I'm fine. I'm not joking. This is ridiculous, honestly. Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events and what costumes we need to wear and about how all the girls are gonna look in those outfits. Not about how the boys will look, but about the girls, because no one cares how the boys look. It's all about the girls. And then, we gotta talk about all the food we gotta prepare, because there's a cooking club. And they prepare all the food. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. But I didn't want to make a makeup club because there weren't enough people that want to wear makeup. And besides, someone else was already trying to make a makeup club. And I didn't want to join them because I wanted to do something myself. So, I made a literature club.
Yeah, that seems like pretty good logic.
And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in
Are
agreement.
you sure about that?
Shush. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Like, if that's your dream and all, you should be advertising. Is it legal to have 4 people in a club? It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially if it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Well, writing grabs my attention. So does Minecraft. So, you can very clearly see where my loyalties lie. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah!
We'll do our best.
You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Except for me, because no one asked for my opinion because I'm not in the club. Such different girls. All interested in the same goal. Because we've got the anime girl that's clearly going to die.
Which one?
Natsuki, because she's got pink hair. And then we've got the dark-haired one that's clearly going to be the love interest. Then we've got the best friend.
It's a dating simulator. It's your choice which one's the love interest.
Shut up. And then you got Sayori, who's the best friend who you must protect at all costs because she's an innocent child. And then you've got Monica.
Sure, you can just go with that.
And then you got Monica.
Just Monica. I just realized what I said.
Monica is a whole different class. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Not because I'm a guy, but because... Foreshadowing. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. I should join the anime club. Or is there like a club for Libras?
So just one thing.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a part where you write things, and I want you to click on death and tell me which character jumps, because I've heard that it's a surprise, but I don't know which one it is.
Okay.
So Logan, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, let's see. Wings of Fire, Warrior Cats,
Fanfiction?
fanfiction.
Nah, I'm a guy who reads fanfiction.
I used to read a lot of Pringxiety fanfiction. And then I stopped shipping Pringxiety because I realized that it's an absolutely terrible ship. Because they're very, very different. Because one of them's like, I want all the attention, let's just do stupid stuff to get everyone's attention. And then the other guy's like, don't do that, you'll get really bad attention.
Don't do that!
So one guy's like, do it! And the other guy's like, don't do that! And I just think that it's very contradictive.
Do it!
So I don't ship that. Same with logicality, because one's like, let's adopt all dogs and save them all, and the other one's like, no! Like, I get it, you can't adopt all the dogs, but seriously, I get it, he needs to be kept in check, but that's not a relationship thing, that's gonna end really badly. They have more arguments than agreements.
I want to know where the hell they keep all the stuff I sell them.
Anyway, other books I'm into. I like, comic books and manga and manga. You know,
Mangaria.
ow. That type of thing. I also started reading this one and then just watched the anime, and it was literally the exact same thing, but animated. Anyway, well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. As a mood. Can you stop? I get it! Foreshadowing!
What? I was joking.
I don't believe you.
None of that was foreshadowing.
Mm-hmm. Sure. I think the last thing I read was... It was a Warrior Cats book in the Power of 3 series. It must have been the last one. The last one in the Power of 3 series. Can't remember what it's called. But that was probably the last one I read, and I read that online, so it wasn't even a book.
That's because it's online, doesn't mean it's not.
Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. I'm not really joking because I do actually read manga. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up.
Yeet.
It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. And that's 100% a me move. It's just like, oh, I know about manga! But they probably don't want my input, so I'm gonna shut up and sit down again and drink my tea. Not much of a reader, I guess. That can change.
Mom's back.
What am I saying? No, it can't. Hello.
You're in his live stream.
I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. I'm all out of tea. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She definitely looks like the type of person that would be passionate about reading. She seemed so reserved and timid, and that's about all there is to describe her. Since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Yeah, that's me at one point. Oh, you can right-click and it makes the text bubble go away. I did not know that. Neat. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I've been watching a lot of horror lately. Actually, I started watching Supernatural recently, so that's close enough. I read a horror book once about the Wendigo. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh? Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left that piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
The voice you gave.
Don't say it out loud. And give that back.
Fine, fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayuri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
You'll sit in silence for a moment. I wouldn't share my poems either, they're terrible and depressing. Okay! I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. No.
Yeah, let's do it!
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Is that right, Logan? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one more problem. They forgot. Ah, what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Like, I loved your cupcakes and all. You seem like a genuinely nice person. You're mean. I don't like you. And you are very quiet and reserved.
Sorry, who did you call me?
Monica! She assumes that I'm gonna stay. That's mean. And Sayori is my best friend. My only friend, so. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Yeah, with all those faces looking at me. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. That's how I felt when I came here. But I'm sorry, I thought... Logan. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the fast thing to paint or to spend every day with these lovely ladies, I hit a button. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Only Monica is smiling, and it's very uncertain. She seems very uncertain.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. That seems about right. Thanks, I guess. Roll credits. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem. It's homework. To bring to the next meeting, so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Logan, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Select death and tell me which character jumps.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey Logan, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the 2 of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Well, that's foreshadowing at its finest. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I jinxed myself. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. So...
Find and select death. See what happens.
Color... Rainbow... Fluffy... Anime...
Death.
Just death? Sayori.
Foreshadowing.
Lust, contamination, ribbon,
Foreshadowing.
kiss, joy, peaceful, damn it, candy, kitty, sweet kitty, yes, shiny, Marshmallow. Excitement. Damn it. Lollipop. Shh. Giggle. Sugar. Cute. Pink. Oh. Okay then. Play. Damn it. Alrighty. Hi again, Logan. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. Nah, don't worry. I specifically wanted to show you guys this beautiful poem I came up with. Take it. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Usually. Well, back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Logan. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? It's like me diving into a relationship. I'm not accustomed to it. Yes. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. If you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Twilight isn't literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I half expected her to be hiding in the cupboard.
Don't worry, guys. Logan always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Logan can become good friends too.
Sayori! As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
Well, wait, Sayori? Me? Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Is she blushing? Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. Why would I? So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Yeah.
Is that so?
Yeah. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out,
So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. Is it manga?
It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read.
Yeah, I have a pretty short attention span.
We could, discuss it if you wanted.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book and immediately throw it over my shoulder.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That did not happen. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Did she get the shovel? I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Can she not read at home? Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
Sure.
Ah! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Your dignity?
Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga.
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is!
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most
Irritating sight in the world. I agree. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. I'm gonna look that up. I don't think it actually exists. It's literally just in Doki Doki Literature Club. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door.
She points to the classroom door. Thanks, Natsuki. I was totally 100% judging you because that's something I do.
I look at fire.
Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Logan. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah. It's the King of Hell. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colourful attire striking animated feminine poses that are not physically possible in any way, shape or form. It's exceedingly more. Okay. Don't just stand there! What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Well, I guess that's my coming out story. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Huh? Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
Don't just say that!
You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds later before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I clearly noticed. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? Huh? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school.
Yeah, Daruk's terrified of dogs. Luna, Daruk's terrified of dogs.
Okay. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with the guy at the ice cream shop. That just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. That sounds really sexual. Ah, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? What? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. I like baking. This is just a guess. But is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. She doesn't want to admit that it's all about baking. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's... just a coincidence! I just happened to get to baking at the same time I got this manga. Furious blush. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. Manga. Meh. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones because slaying demons is not a good one.
Did it actually say that again?
No. That's just a
I don't
personal
know what
thing.
it says for your thing because I didn't take that route.
Route? Which route did you take?
Well, I spoke to Yuri because she's actually reading the same book she gave you.
Yeah. I didn't choose who I'm talking to. It depends on your poem.
Alright.
Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? That was a very sudden change. We read on for a few more minutes. She's looking at me and not the manga. How is she reading the manga? I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up the series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You're not my friend. Huh? You don't?
Wait.
That's not...
Oh, right. You don't have any manga, do you? Why don't you ask some of all the friends? Why don't you ask all the friends you have for some manga?
Manga.
it
Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you
What
mean?
do you mean?
Don't you share your manga with all your friends? Oh, that's
Go
right.
away!
You don't have any.
Don't you share your manga with friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Oh. Sorry.
Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet?
If he wants to punch him in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. People who say Warrior Cats is for kids. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part? I called myself a loser. I do that often, actually. Why am I upset?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it.
You see, Monica's mean.
Yeah, I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. With you staring at me. Why are you staring at me?
I'm gonna quote.
Well, it's not like it solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing.
I totally forgot that happens.
Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels.
Minoria is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish the chapter. I won't talk to you about it without spoiling it. Ah!
Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, this all makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems?
Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse?
Sorry! I just need to make sure we have enough time.
Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Huh? Ah!
Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. What can I say? I'm drop dead gorgeous. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. I don't know how much 12 inches is. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki.
You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens?
Yeah, but Monica just said,
Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you.
Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. I was gonna watch Supernatural.
Well, of course. It would take forever to finish it if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you.
By tomorrow. I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then! I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, so I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. It's all in cursive and unreadable, but, you know, it's neat. It's not in the ways that count. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. It's on a piece of printer paper. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, for now, I'm not going to show it to anyone, because I'm actually really tired, yawning a lot. My brothers are due to be back soon. So I'm going to stop it here. There we go. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and if not, that's alright too. You can like it if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and, you know, what am I trying to say? And constructive criticism, that's right. Constructive criticism is, welcome in the comments. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.